This is my dog Folly, and we're going to show you how to train your dog while working from home in a fully automated system. We're going to start using the TrainAway app, and I'm going to set up my camera here. We're going to go to Let's Get Started. We're going to choose some sounds. These are going to be our cues, and we're going to use these to teach the dog to associate positive things with these cues. The first thing I'm going to do is take some of their door knocking sounds, and they've got doorbells in here as well. Doesn't have to sound, let's see here, I was on a single sound. I'm going to go to multiple sounds up here because I want to do a couple of these at the same time or back to back. So we're going to go to door knocking and choose, she usually goes crazy the louder the doorbell or the more intense the doorbell. So I'm going to choose a couple of these. And my typical reaction to get her to move away from doorbell or to come to me in general is a whistle. So I'm going to choose a couple of whistle sounds here, and they don't have to sound exactly what your whistle sounds like when you make it yourself. Just like the doorbell on the TV makes them bark, they'll learn to associate these the more variety that you give them. So I'm going to click next. I'm going to go ahead and connect to my treat dispenser here. You can see my treat dispenser hanging up above her bowl. And we're going to go ahead and test it. So we're going to click test on the treat dispenser first. And bingo, we got a treat to fall. We're going to test a couple of these sounds. You can see I got my speaker set up over there. It's a JBL Flip 4. And what I want from her, and you can see how when she hears that sound, she's focused. She's trying. I want her to associate those sounds with a treat. That way, when I whistle, I want her to come running, or if she hears a doorbell, I want her to start wagging her tail instead of her normal barking. So we're going to go ahead and do this. This is repetitions per hour. We're going to just set this for an hour. And then I will do a time lapse to show you how many times she actually gets a treat and actually gets to do this. We're going to do five times per hour for 1 hour. We've tested the 4 sounds, so that should be about 20. We're going to click start. And I'm going to click start once I get it set up over there, and we're going to do the time lapse. So you can really see just how engaged Folly is with the treat dispenser and the training and the sounds that are triggering the treat dispenser. I sometimes will whistle so that she comes running to me, just to kind of break up the training and to get her used to my whistle sound. So that's where you saw her leave the screen for a minute. This is really a great way to train your dog. You can, if you got a fast eater, you can put their regular food in here for part of the day, and you're going to end up with a tired, happy dog by the end of each session. So there she is after 1 hour of training. You can see on the iPad here, we had quite a bit of training sessions, 20 different cues with 20 different treats. I was using these treats, but I usually just use her regular dog food with a couple of those treats in there. And let's see if she listens any better to the whistling. Good girl, good girl. She should be pretty tired after this because it's a lot of mental stimulation. As you can see through the video, she's constantly checking and listening and checking and listening. And towards the end, she starts to get tired to fall asleep. But you can do a lot of different sounds here. I think I showed you a couple of them. But in the training, there we go. So in the training itself, we got a bunch of different sounds. You can make your own, so you can record your own sounds and save them and play those. So if you have a specific sounding doorbell that you want to use, or if you just want to try to use verbal commands like go to your place, you can do that. We've got some baby introduction sounds here. This is great if you want to teach your dog to go to his place or to his crate when the baby starts crying, just so he's not underfoot. We've got car noises, cars approaching, especially for like Amazon trucks and UPS trucks when they honk their horns. City noises. My cousin has a dog that is freaking out because they just moved to the city from the country. So this was a good way to desensitize and get her dog up and running. Also, of course, we got the dog noises, a bunch of different barking sounds, door noises. This was kind of an idea for like leaving the house with separation anxiety, where you could actually choose things, you know, the pattern of picking up your keys, unlocking your door, opening and closing your door, and teaching your dog to go to his place or to you know, relax around those kind of behaviors. We got lots of door knocking and doorbells here. Fireworks is great before 4th of July if you want your dog to calm down. You do need some bass in your speakers for these, although it is a great stepping stone if your dog is too reactive to loud noises like fireworks or thunder for the actual thing. You can kind of scale them up as far as volume goes by using this app and treats, and then when the actual thing happens, hopefully they'll be desensitized enough or counter conditioned enough that they'll want to go ahead and take the treat from you and calm down instead of being nervous the entire storm or fireworks show. We've got footsteps, which is great for apartments. You know, you can get footsteps walking by your door where your dog barks. We've had people say that they were about to get kicked out of their house or kicked out of their apartment, and this kind of saved the day for them. Also have garage doors. We talked about thunder, vacuuming. My dogs don't mind the vacuum, but some do. Whistle noise, that's how we can teach the hear command. And then young kids, just, you know, if you're going to visit someone who has young kids and they're not used to your dog's not used to the loud, rambunctious, running around playing sounds, you can try to get them prepped up a little bit with that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and like and share. Thanks.